Hi everybody, Vivek here from Meaningful Ideas, and I am recording a bunch of videos right now to put up on TikTok to share some parenting inspiration with you and how to communicate with your kids and how to get along with them and how to create a working relationship with them. And as I'm doing it, I noticed that the first video I made, my speech was kind of awkward. The second one, a little bit better. The third one, then I was a little bit awkward. And it takes me a while to kind of get into the flow of it. Even though I speak all the time, even still, it takes me a while to get into the flow of it. And I think this is something that's important for us to recognize, that when we're doing something, when we're learning something, when we're working at something, it takes time. It takes time for us to get into the flow. It takes time for us to feel good about it. It takes time for us to work out the kinks. And a lot of the time, folks feel, discouraged when things aren't perfect right away. I can hear in my mind the criticism. Oh, you didn't say that right. Oh, you missed that. Oh, you stumbled on that word. But I'm like, I hear your criticism. Thank you for the idea, but I'm just going to keep going because I no longer expect perfection from myself. I did for a while, and it was the perfectionism. It made it so hard for me to accomplish anything. And I'm putting out a video every day. I've put out probably 40 videos now, maybe more. And because I started posting every day on July 4th. And if I expected everything to be perfect, every word to be perfect, I would never be able to put out this much content. And I have over 150 videos on my YouTube channel. I have hundreds of articles on my Facebook page, hundreds of videos that I put out there. And I'm going to be starting a podcast soon. And with all of this content, if I expect it to be perfect, I'll never be able to put it out. And at the same time, I also know that the more I do it, the more smooth it becomes, the more relaxed I become, the more natural I become, the more connected I become, because you do work out the kinks. And so there's two points here. One, accept the imperfection, even embrace it, even love it. I'm learning to love that imperfection allows me to put out these videos even when I'm stumbling. And I love that about myself. It's been a lot of work to get to a point where I can allow myself to do that. Trust me. Part of the reason I do that is I want to set a model for my kid of that. I don't want them to be saddled with perfectionism. I want them to be able to do what they love to do, whether they're good at it or not, to do what they love to do, to try new things. Perfectionism stops us from trying new things, and I'm like, at one point when I realized I really want to help people, it's what I care about most. So I decided to embrace anti-perfectionism, embrace mediocrity, and just put the stuff out there, even if it's not perfect, And the second point is to trust that if you keep doing it, if you keep practicing it, you'll get better at it. My saying is, there's nothing you can practice that you won't get better at. And if you take those two things, the value of practice and accepting the awkward learning process and the imperfections, it can free you up so much in your creativity, in your relationships, and in your practice. And then when things are difficult, when the practice doesn't produce results right away, you'll be like, okay, that's all right. I always say tomorrow's always another day to practice. And this can really free us up. So that's it, everybody. I wanted to offer you this idea about anti-perfectionism. And if you'd like to learn more about my philosophy of parenting, you can check out my free course called Guiding Without Controlling, and it's at meaningfulideas.com. And I'd also love you to follow me on all the spaces, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at Meaningful Ideas. And that's it. All right. Peace out, everyone.